Many UK homeowners are running into a modern problem. Their electrical supply just isn't keeping up with the way we live today. The usual solution? Call the DNO, upgrade the supply. But as someone who advises homeowners on this every week, I can tell you, a full upgrade is often expensive, disruptive, and in many cases, unnecessary. In this video, I'll share smart, safe, and cost-effective strategies that can give you the power capacity you need without months of roadworks or a huge bill. Section 1. What's really the issue? Let's start with why so many homes are struggling. A large number of UK properties still have 60 amp main fuses, perfectly fine 20 years ago. But not for a household with EVs, heat pumps, and multiple electric showers. The natural instinct is to simply increase the supply. But here's what most people don't realise. 1. Supply upgrades often involve digging up driveways or pavements. 2. They require DNO scheduling, which can take months. 3. Costs can run into the thousands, depending on the work required. So before you commit to that, let's explore ways to work smarter with the power you already have. Section 2. Smart load management. First up, smart load management. These systems act like a traffic controller for your electricity. They constantly monitor how much current your home is drawing and automatically adjust usage to prevent overload. Example, you plug in your EV, run the oven and switch on the shower. Without load management, your main fuse could blow. With it, the EV charger simply pauses for a few minutes, automatically, and resumes when it's safe. This technology is especially useful for homes that want to add 1 or 2 high-demand appliances without touching the supply. Section 3. Split supply setups. For multi-occupancy properties or homes with separate annexes, split supply can be a game-changer. Instead of upgrading to 3-phase, we can install 2 consumer units with individual load management, sometimes even with separate meters for billing. This is a cleaner, often cheaper solution for flats, rental conversions, or large outbuildings. Section 4. Smart meters and tariff management. If you've got a smart meter, you're sitting on an untapped opportunity. By pairing it with a time of use tariff, you can schedule high-energy activities like EV charging or laundry for the cheapest hours. This doesn't increase your supply, but it spreads your demand across the day, avoiding peak overloads. Section 5. Battery storage. If you're ready for a long-term investment, battery storage can transform your home's energy profile. Even without solar panels, you can charge batteries overnight on a low tariff and use that stored energy during peak hours. Add solar into the mix, and you're capturing and using your own generation, significantly reducing reliance on the grid. Section 6. Real-world example. Let me give you a quick example from a recent client. They had a 60 amp main supply and were keen to install an EV charger. Now they'd already spoken to their neighbour, who had gone down the full DNO upgrade route, trenching, new service head, the works. Cost them several £1,000s and weeks of waiting. Naturally, my client feared the same. But when we reviewed their usage, we realised most of their heavy appliances, washing machine, tumble dryer, dishwasher, were all being run in the evening, exactly when the EV would be charging. That was the bottleneck. Instead of going for a full supply upgrade, we fitted a smart load management unit, moved a couple of circuits around in the consumer unit to spread the demand more evenly, and set up their EV charger to prioritise off-peak hours. The result? No blown fuses, no DNO works, and lower running costs. Section 7. How to decide if an upgrade is right for you. So, how do you know if a full supply upgrade is truly necessary? Start with a simple checklist. Current maximum demand. Have an electrician measure your actual peak usage, not just guess. Future plans. Consider any big additions like heat pumps, EVs, or extensions within the next 5 years. Load management potential. Could smart controls, tariff changes, or battery storage handle the demand instead? Budget versus benefit. Is the upgrade cost proportionate to the comfort, safety, or efficiency you'll gain? If you tick most of those boxes for high demand and low flexibility, then a supply upgrade might make sense. But if not, the alternatives we've covered could be your smarter move. Section 8. Common mistakes and myths. Before we wrap up, let's bust a few common myths I hear all the time. A bigger supply will automatically lower my bills. Not true. If your usage stays the same, your bill won't magically shrink. If my neighbour upgraded, I should too. Every home's demand profile is different. Copy-paste solutions can be costly mistakes. Smart load management is just a gimmick. In reality, when set up right, it can prevent overloads and extend the life of your equipment. Avoiding these traps means you're not just saving money now. You're making smarter long-term decisions. So, before you commit to a costly and disruptive main supply upgrade, remember, there are often smarter routes to the same outcome. Whether it's load management, split supplies, tariff scheduling, or battery storage, the right combination can save you time, money, and a lot of unnecessary disruption. The smartest upgrades start with the right questions. What are your actual peak demands? Can they be shifted? Can you store energy in advance? And most importantly, is there a solution that works with your current supply rather than against it? That's why I always recommend speaking to a qualified electrician or consultant before making the leap. A good assessment will be based on your home, your habits, and your future plans, not just what your neighbour or a random forum post suggests. In our next episode, we'll dig into a question every homeowner should ask. How much power do you really need? That's where we'll separate the myths from the maths, so you can make confident, future-proof choices.